We started recording, Sean. Now we're on YouTube. We evolved. Ezrat Hashem, guys. Welcome back. Samson, how'd it go?
It went.
It's all we could ask for. It went.
Now it's gone. And now it's gone. Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. If you guys want to be with me in person, I'm on the Herzliya beach. That wasn't funny. Right? Like, now the jokes are Zoom filters. Wow. Come a long way, fellas. Let's continue. Oh, Daniel Malinsky. We just have a fired up chevra tonight. It's crazy. We're coming full circle. Have faith and live within your means. Just reading the title, there's so much depth to it. Have faith that God will help you and provide you with what you need. Oh, there's two Samsons. Those supporting a family frequently lack sufficient income, clothing, and other needs. One person may lack a simple garment. Someone else may feel that he needs to find clothing and mansions. Chavra, I was listening to Torah today and yesterday from Rav Shlomo Karbach, quoting Rabbi Nachman. And Rav Shlomo said something beautiful in the name of Rabbi Nachman, our holy master, that Hashem gives us what we need and when we need it. It's a Gevaldik Torah. Because we constantly, I could speak for myself, I constantly want things, right? Everyone's different, right? You could just let this apply to your own life, but we always want things. And we might not get it. But we have to understand that the Ribbon Shalom, the creator of the world, gives us what we need and what's for our best interest in the time we need it. So we may want a Pokeball, right, which I'm eating right now. But it might not be the time to eat it. It might not be. All right. That wasn't a good example. But we get the point. Gewalt. We tried. We tried with the Pokeball. Gewalt, it's amazing. It's l'chaim. Beit HaMikdash. Wait for God's help. Don't press the hour, insisting that all your needs must be satisfied immediately. Wait until God shows mercy. Exactly what we're talking about. When the Beit HaMikdash Chas v'Shalom is burning down, like we see in Moshe's background, that is the time when we'll get what we need. We'll get what we want. We have to be patient. Hashem is asking for patience. Are you going to rely on me? Or are you going to rely on yourself? And only yourself. Right? We have to do our ishadas. We have to do effort. But on top of the effort, Ribbon Shalom will help rebuild the Beit HaMikdash. Like we see in Moshe's background. I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry. If I were impatient when I need something, insisting on having it at once, I would have to borrow money and go into debt. Rabbi Nachman is giving the perfect example. My examples up until now have been horrible. Right? You're lacking money, chas v'shalom. And instead of waiting, instead of being patient, instead of throwing yourself on Hashem, we all know that Torah. Right? You start asking everyone you see, everyone who's near you, please give me $5, give me 10, give me 15. Buy me this, buy me that. You're automatically at a loss. You're at a loss. You're in debt. Gewalt. Then I would have to wander around and travel in order to earn enough to repay my debt. I would be just like many others who have to travel for this reason. Understand this well, Rabbi Nachman is concluding. Understand this. Apply it to our own lives, even if we can't connect to it on a financial level. Because we're all in college right now, or the army. We're not making a salary. We could easily apply it to everything in our life. Learn to live with your means. Everyone is constantly in need of all kinds of things. This applies even to the very wealthy, and it is very best to be satisfied with a minimum and to run your household according to your means at the time. So the way we could relate to ourselves, right? Can't speak for the army people, but at least I'm in college, right? I may think, I get a new computer before the new year, and throughout the year, all of the 100,000 tabs are open on my computer. My computer starts getting slow. And then I start thinking to myself, Gewalt, I need a new computer. And then I start demanding of Hashem, I need a new computer. I don't need a new computer. I might need one 2 years from now, right? The newest version that will help me do X, which I don't even know what it will be and what will help me to do. So if we're able to live within our means, if we're able to live with what we have right now is Zoom. Obviously, I would love you guys to be on the beach. And I would love you guys to all have cars. And it would just be a 40-minute drive away, 30-minute drive away. We could all be together. But we don't all have cars. We have buses, right? And the buses are schleppy. So we're living within our means, and we're at home, and we're using the technology. We're using Zoom. Bezrat Hashem, Chevra. Have faith while living within your means. Questions, comments, please feel free. Kavod Shabbos Kodesh.
Okay. Recently, I've actually thought about the whole part of throwing yourself on God and where does Judaism stand within the whole within this whole idea. Now, something that we learned a lot in yeshiva, we didn't learn a lot. We learned a bit of was like Buddhism and lots of the Eastern religions. And they really take this on. They really take on the thing that of like letting go whatever is meant is meant to be for us is what's meant to be. They take it to such an extreme that they don't even accept help from anyone else, like from other people. Like if you go to certain parts of India, you'll see a poor person and you give them money, they won't accept the money because they're succumbing to the situation that life has given them. And I think Judaism's take on it is the same. The only person that can actually redeem oneself is that same person. But Judaism also understands that we need to live in a community, and there is something about helping another person. And that's why it's not like the Eastern religions that don't let other people help you. You allow that help, but you also have to have the understanding that you are the one that's going to redeem yourself with God.
Yeah. We're probably going to be saying the same things, but what I interpret like throwing yourself on God is obviously just rely on God, understanding that He's the creator of the world and everything around us is from Him, and it will be Him. What, Samson? Bezrat Hashem. But part of throwing yourself on God is having your eyes opened. And it's hard to have the eyes opened. A lot of times our eyes are closed. Right? So if we're demanding of Hashem and we're crying to Hashem and our eyes are closed, we might not see the remedy. We might not see the tikkun. Right? I had a friend today who called me. He's like, Jack. I'm just like not in a good place right now. Or he actually texted me and then I called him right afterwards. He was like, Jack, I'm not in a good place. Maybe you can help me. Right? So I was just there to listen. I was just there to listen to him, said a couple of words. He's like, that's exactly what I needed. It's exactly what I needed. The two words. That's exact. It just makes so much sense, Jack. It just makes so much sense that I texted you. You then called me for some reason. You were on a walk outside of your apartment. which you don't normally do because you're just like inside the apartment, not getting exercise. But everything just works out. Hashem wants the best for each and every person. Our eyes just need to be open. That's part of throwing yourself onto God. That's the way I interpret it. It's the way everyone has their different ways, but Bezrat Hashem should just be Hanukkah every single day. Hanukkah, our eyes are just open, and it's so obvious that there's so much light in the world, and everyone is so bright. Now I'm just going on a tangent, and everywhere we go are beaches in Herzliya. But it's much harder when we're outside of Hanukkah. So we really, really, really need to have our eyes open. Bezrat Hashem. Just went on a nice tangent there.
I love it.
I mean, I love that you're on. It's making me a little emotional. Samson, I think we need someone to save you.
Yeah, the Bet Mikdash looks like it's burning down.
Yeah, I don't know. It must be hurting. Not great Wi-Fi. Guys, the Wi-Fi crashed yesterday or 2 days ago and hasn't been good since. Anyone else? Tamar, Daniel.
It's fine. It's fine. This little petek says here. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. This little petek here, this little zeh says on it, think good and it will be good. It's a quote everyone knows. But it's never the wrong place to reiterate how true that statement is. So although I might be sitting in the burning base of Mikdash, which I feel like I am, my yearning for it's mean just because I'm sitting in the burnt second one and the first one doesn't mean I'm hoping for a better third one, because the third base of Mikdash doesn't look like the first one or the second one. It's not even what I want to say. Is what I'm saying. We know that it doesn't. The first, and in forgetting the third book, whatever, the three books that describe the third base of Mikdash it's going to be, they're not the ones that were described the first and the second. Lamshane. That's for another time, for more in a few days. What I want to say was that you were saying, Jack, that we have to know to be able to deal with what we have. And so that reminded me of something very amazing that my mother constantly says, tries to keep as a quote for herself, and says, whatever I need, I have, and whatever I have, I need. Meaning, sometimes it's not sometimes, but we have to realize that whatever we need, we have. And it's important to realize that. Like, obviously, if I need to go get a new computer, then I'm gonna need that computer once I have it. There's a reason I have it once I have it. And if I don't need it, then I'm not gonna have it. It's gonna go away. It's gonna break. It's gonna be given away. It's gonna get destroyed somehow. Then I don't need it. Then I didn't need that thing. But if I have it, I need it. I need to use it for something amazing, not something like terrible. Rav Kook says that when Mashiach comes, the greatest opportunity, the greatest choice is going to be available. And I've said this to many people. I don't know if anyone hears heard it. I probably said it on here before. But that I'm all the things that I have, and I'm going to need them all. A keyboard, I have a water bottle, I have a pencil, whatever it is. And I need all those things. And I have to choose, what do I need them for? I need to choose to do good with them. Not enough that I need them, because I can need them and use them for terrible things. can use the pencil to spend money when I don't need to spend it. I can use the computer to look at terrible things. I can use my phone to speak to people here with terrible language. But I need to use them for the right things. So whatever I have, it is what I understood from what you were saying, Jack, that everything we have to be appreciative of everything we have and utilize it for the proper reasons. And this is also connected to the Beis HaMikdash.
I mean, of course, like
But
everything.
more on that at a different
fire.
time, probably. Maybe it's too much now.
Everything you just said was fire, and whoever's watching on YouTube, I hope they stuck through that whole sequence. There can't be great Wi-Fi in a burning Beit HaMikdash. I can tell you that. But whatever you just said was fire. Was amazing.
No one heard what
No,
I said.
No. We heard you.
No, you guys didn't hear what I said.
No. We heard everything. Mamash.
Okay.
Ezrat Hashem. Beautiful though. Tamar, you have anything to add before we conclude, or Sean, anything else?
I just want to add, and really like not so important, but what you said in the beginning, think good and it will be good. I actually have that written in Hebrew that I keep in my pocket at all time on base. Just like funny that you mentioned that, because it's hard going through day to day in training. But like you just have to think like it's gonna be good and God and like He has a plan. So kind of ties in.
Oh my God.
So can I explain? Like when I first learned this whole, can you hear me? Everyone hear me? When I learned about this whole the quote, it's mamash amazing quote. I'm sorry. Whatever. We'll speak later. My phone is not working right now. Sorry, but yeah, it's very important.
Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful Tamar. Beautiful. Sean, you have one of those?
Do I have what? What do I have?
Thinking it'll be good? It'll all be good in your pocket?
There's a song in Hebrew that goes that, like Tachshov Tov Tiyeh Tov. There's a song.
Yeah, there's a song.
I remember it was like a song that was played like all throughout like my childhood.
Okay, so you'll send me the song.
I can't hold back anymore.
And I'll put it in the description. Okay?
For sure.
Okay, Bezrat Hashem. Chavra.
I can't hold back anymore.
Also, I'll say one more thing. I can see in Tamar's background Abbey Road album by the Beatles. And I say they've got a few songs that say the exact same thing, like Here Comes the Sun, or what else? They've got Come Together. Great songs.
Sean is
that symbolize the same thing. Sorry about that. Someone's phoning me.
Sean is so aware of the details. Crazy. So aware. I don't know how you could see that.
Why? It's one of the greatest albums of all time.
Not a Beatles guy.
Not Miss Abbey Road. It's the best.
I gotta start listening to the Beatles.
Sure.
Bezrat Hashem, Chavra. This is a beautiful night. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Nothing but health, happiness, and success. Everything will be okay. Hashem is.
And this limit to get my smell back.
Yes, yeah. Sean needs to smell back. Somehow he got corona, even while getting the 2 vaccines. So I don't know how that's possible. You have like a 5% chance or a 10% chance. I don't know. But wild stuff. Anyways, you should get your smell back soon. We should all be healthy. We should all be successful, whether we're recovering from COVID, whether we're guarding the borders like Tamar, or whether we're hosing down the Beit HaMikdash, the burning Beit HaMikdash, and rebuilding it like Samson is doing. Bezrat Hashem, Chaver, we'll see each other very soon in person, hopefully on the beach, Beit HaMikdash, Jerusalem. Gewalt. Be well.